Let's bring back in meteorologist Alan Rose to check for our forecast. And Alan, Halloween just a couple nights away. I know my wife is wondering, what's that forecast looking like?
Tony, and I think you and your wife probably not alone. So I'm going to start out with the trick-or-treating forecast for the parents tuning in this morning. Getting the coffee ready, getting the scrambled eggs going for the kids and you this morning. Now on Friday, we will see some incoming energy, and that will bring in some more clouds than what we'll see today and tomorrow, and even a slight chance of a shower or two, mainly tied to the mountains. I'm going to stay optimistic. I think we'll stay dry, especially towards the evening hours in the Springs and Pueblo. Early on for the young kids trick-or-treating around 4 or 5 o'clock, things are looking relatively pleasant, but it does cool down after sunset, so a warm layer probably needed for those later evening trick-or-treaters. Right now in the Springs, we are starting out with the coldest air of the season. 25 at the airport, but the sensor at our Rockrimmon studios has been as cold as 18 this morning. So cold across the area, 22 the current temperature for our friends in Pueblo. And here's what it looks like this morning. You'll definitely want to layer up for the next few hours, including bus stop time, right? As the kids are sitting at the bus stop, maybe around 8, 9 o'clock, we're still likely to be below freezing in both the Springs and Pueblo. The good news here is that we have sunshine throughout the day today and highs that'll be a few notches warmer than what we saw back on Tuesday. And that warm up today comes courtesy of high pressure. And in the short term period, it's a battle between high pressure to our west and this incoming energy over the Pacific Northwest. That high is going to chip away at that energy, and most of it does stay north. So look what happens on Futurecast as we make our way towards Thursday. Generally sunny skies. Here comes that energy on Friday. You can see how the map lights up with some snow showers, mainly northern Colorado, but maybe a little bit of snow out there towards the wet mountains, possibly Pikes Peak. You can see how limited the moisture is. Friday evening, still some of that reflectivity showing up on Futurecast. Could see some lighter snow showers once again into the sand grays and wets, but the chance of that moving east of I-25 for now looks pretty low. So as we check out the pumpkin patch forecast, a few more clouds tomorrow. We'll see further warming before a cold front drops in the afternoon, and that'll bring in a slight change to your highs on Friday. Temperature dropping down to 54, and again, more clouds than sunshine to close out the week. Highs today up about 3 to 5 degrees from what we saw yesterday. There's that up and down forecast through the end of the week, followed by some significant warming as that ridge rebuilds this weekend. Sunday's high all the way up to 73. There's another look at the trick-or-treating forecast here in the Springs. Definitely consider a warm layer anytime after sunset. In Pueblo, temps here ranging between the 50s and low 60s through the end of the week. 60s giving way to 70s this weekend, with 60s and 70s into early next week. For Canyon City, we have 50s and 60s through Friday, with 60s on Saturday, mid 70s on Sunday. Woodland Park, it's going to be a relatively cool end to the month of October as we make our way towards the start of November. Weekend temperatures looking nice and mild. Time now 5:51.